What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. MTG here with another episode. If you're new to the channel, hi there. So today I'm going to show you guys what's on my iPhone 13 Pro Max as of summer of 2022. The accessories like the case, for example, I use, which storage model configuration I have, and obviously what's actually on my device. So without further delay, let's dive right in. All right, so let's first start off with the device itself. This is the iPhone 13 Pro Max. This is the Sierra Blue, 128 gigs of storage. The one downside that I've noticed is I use this for my YouTube channel. I use this to make videos, to record, so it does take up a lot of storage. And I think this year around when the iPhone 14 series comes out, I don't believe I will be picking up 128 gigs, at least for my main like device that I'm using for recording videos. Nonetheless, I really do like this Sierra Blue. I wish Alpine Green came out when this came out, but nonetheless, I still like this Sierra Blue color. Now, the case that I use with this is the Apple silicone. I believe this is the eucalyptus silicone case. I just like how it's a different color. The Sierra Blue and this eucalyptus doesn't match, but it goes well in my opinion. That's just my personal preference. It has taken a little beating. It's started to peel on the bottom right here, but nonetheless, I like it, and I like how there's this little animation when you put on the Apple official silicone case. So there is that. And the accessory that I like to use with this is my wallet, my MagSafe wallet. The ESR, I also use this with my S22 Ultra. The ESR Halo Lock MagSafe wallet stand. And just the fact that I can connect it like that, and the magnet is really strong. There you go. I can watch vertical or horizontal content. And there's 3 different slots with the ESR wallet stand. Perfect. So it holds twice as many cards as the Apple MagSafe wallet. Now diving in, here is the phone itself. Here's my home screen. Let's start off with the wallpaper. So for quite some time, I would use an app called Backdrops. They have amazing wallpapers, but I decided to make my own. This is my latest wallpaper pack. You've probably seen in my recent videos. It's my latest wallpaper pack called Neapolitan. If you want to support the channel, I'll be leaving a link of this wallpaper pack in the description down below. But I really like this color. There's different types of colors of the wallpaper. And I also like it because I get to see what I like about the own wallpaper I created, what I don't like, and what I can improve. I also have a bunch of different wallpapers in the works. Some of them are completed, some of them are still I'm working on. And if you want to see more wallpaper packs drop on the channel, let me know in the comments down below. It really does mean a lot when you guys support the channel. So here's my latest wallpaper pack, Neapolitan. And I am running iOS 16, as you can probably tell from the lock screen. I have a couple widgets. And when iOS 16 does go public in September, when the new iPhones do come out as well, I will be able to change the widgets and support, third-party apps with their widgets. Right now, I just have Apple's first-party widgets, so I can see when I'm not connected to my Apple Watch, I can actually see the percentage of the iPhone itself. I just have a weather widget with the time, and that's really it. So I just have some weather widgets and some battery widgets, so there's that. Now my home screen, fairly simple. I like to keep things simple here. I have a bunch of folders here, and it makes things easier for me. So on my main home screen, I have 3 widgets. The first one is weather. The second one is going to be Notion, so I use it for, I also do have this on my S22 Ultra Notion, and I am able to make sure that, if I don't have my iPhone, I can go through Notion on my S22 Ultra, open up Notion on my computer or whatever device that, supports Notion. And I divide into different categories. Here's my MTG YouTube kind of thing going on here. Products to review, YouTube goals for 2022, video ideas, as well as Instagram Reels. If you do want to follow me on Instagram Reels, definitely. I'm making a bunch of Reels as of late, so be sure I'll be leaving links of my socials in the description down below. So Notion has come in super clutch for me. So there is that. And Notion, if you ever do kind of reach out. I'd love to work with you. But moving on to my third widget is the battery widget, and I can see that 88% on my 13 Pro Max. And if we actually go, I am running the iOS 16 beta. If we go to battery health, I'm still at 100%, guys. Still at 100%. There we go, 100%. Just putting it out there. Anyway, I can also see my Apple Watch is at 100%, as well as when I use AirPods Pro, I can see how much charge they have there too. Then I have 2 rows of apps to the side. I have the calendar, clock. These are generic apps that I actually use once in a while. Photos I'm actually using pretty frequently to airdrop my videos from my iPhone to my MacBook. Gmail is my default email app. I do also have settings. My S22 Ultra, I have it on the left side. Here I have it in the middle, but I always need to have a settings app on my main home screen, on my main page for some reason, because I'm always going into settings, changing up something, looking up something. So it's always good to have the settings app. Camera, I also do have on the home screen because I am using it frequently on my iPhone. Then I have YouTube Studio. It's the first app that I do check in the mornings and throughout the day. It's not a good habit to do, but sometimes it's good to check YouTube Studios. Not all the time, sometimes. There I get to check, obviously my revenue, but also different other types of statistics like my view count, my watch time, returning viewers, average view of duration, how long people are watching my videos, the click-through rate, how well my thumbnails are performing, things like that. So I'm able to focus and kind of see what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong and how I can improve on my content. Then obviously YouTube, because I'm frequently watching YouTube videos supporting my tech content friends and their YouTube channels and the videos they make. So keep it going, everyone. Then right here on the bottom, I do have just generic, obviously, music right here. I actually don't use, which I should probably change that up. I don't use that. I don't know why it's there. It just looks cool. Then I use iMessage a lot to get in contact with my close friends and the group chats. Then my default browser on my iPhone is Safari, which, I use Chrome here and there, but Safari is just my default. I use it the most right here. And then I obviously have phone to call people. And I do have 2 phones. I do have one Android and one iPhone. One is for my personal calling and one is for business purposes. So here's my main home screen. Now with iOS 16.2, also adding that into it, there's a search here. So instead of swiping down, which you still can do, you can just search directly from the bottom. Okay, so let's move to the next page. So here is a bunch of different folders, and the first one is the Apple folder. So I use these apps once in a while, from weather to wallet. I don't use Apple Maps, actually. I use Google Maps more often. Calculator and whatnot, voice memos, fitness. So here's that. Then we have entertainment. A lot of these apps I also have on my S22 Ultra just to make sure, if I forget to bring one phone, I still have my other phone to get those things done. Disney Plus, Amazon Prime, YouTube Music, which I should probably switch with Apple Music. And then AMC theaters, I like to kind of sometimes get a good deal. I do save once in a while on movies, and there's a bunch of new movies, great movies coming out recently. So if you're a big fan of Marvel, for example, check out the latest Marvel movies. So there's my entertainment. I also do have Call of Duty, but I don't play it as often as I do on my S22 Ultra, and it's in my strategy games because I have another main game that I play on my iPhone. I just have this weird thing, I don't like playing games on certain phones. It's weird. Next, I have my Google folder. Here, a bunch of different Google apps, from podcasts to Google Photos, Google Home, Duo, all of these things, Google Docs, and I use these mainly for the channel. So if I'm going to, look up a script or add some bullet points or whatever it is, then I'll open up Google Docs. I add things to Drive. It just makes things easier when I'm saving things from my Android device and I want to download it on my iPhone, or vice versa. And yes, I do have Google Translate because I do use Google Translate, and it comes in pretty clutch. Then I have miscellaneous right here. So I have Dropbox, I have Uber, Speed Test, the Notion app itself, Medium that I've been writing since April of 2020. I'll be leaving my Medium profile in the description down below. And I do write about tech, EVs, Stuff that don't really make it into video format, or I can't make into video format, do end up on Medium as an article. And then I do have Planet Fitness that I should probably be going to more often. So then I have the finance app, and that's always good to have to make sure I'm, staying on top of my finances. Then I have the food, which, I don't really use too often, here and there. Chipotle, Moe's. I don't even know why I have Moe's. I just downloaded and never used it. Applebee's, Dunkin', Starbucks. Then I have Grubhub drivers, which, again, those types of apps I just downloaded and I maybe opened it and never used it. So there is just that sitting there. Then I have Smart Home. I don't really use Smart Home, but I still like some of these folders I rarely open, but I like having those types of apps still there because there are cases like once in like a couple months I will open an app from there. And then we come to social media. We have right here TikTok. I don't have TikTok on my S22 Ultra, which happens to kind of be my personal phone. Then I have Instagram, which I am making Instagram Reels. There is Buy Me a Coffee, which I haven't used in quite a while. Then I do have Caption Writer. Again, I don't really use that anymore. I do use LinkedIn for professional work, and then Twitter. And I am very active on Twitter, and I use these for tech purposes, following, making content about tech, whether it's Twitter, following updates and news about tech, just for those, really, nothing else too much. Next is photo and video. So I have a bunch of different apps here from Lightroom where I edit my so-called thumbnails. I do go through a 2-3 different process of editing, but change the colors and whatnot, saturation. I go through Lightroom. Then I have the Canon Camera Connect, because while I did upgrade to a Sony, my former camera is a Canon T7i, my first DSLR that I used on the channel. So once in a while I will bring that out and use that too. Then I have Unsplash. It's great for just non-copyrighted photos, and I believe there's some type of video, not on Unsplash, but they have something associated with Unsplash too with the website. But I mainly use it to get non-copyrighted photos, especially for my Medium articles. Backdrops I still have, because they still have some good wallpapers that I like to take a look at once in a while. And on Splash, you can use wallpapers from there too. iMovie, I create some reels once in a while, so I end up using iMovie for that. It's just really easy and quick to use. Then I have Imaging Edge, and that's for my Sony camera, and I like to connect it there and just bring my photos or videos from my Sony camera to my phone. But lately I've been using AirDrop because it's much quicker. And then we have shopping. So let's open up shopping right here. We have a bunch of different apps, from the Apple Store to Best Buy, Amazon, H&M. Always shopping at H&M, to eBay, Kohl's, Walmart, and Target. Again, I like to have these apps because there are cases where there's a deal or something that's only available online, and I know that I have an app that I'm able to use, so I still have it there. Just because you see all these apps doesn't mean I'm always using them every single day. Once in a while, I'll open some, an Walmart app and use it. I'm not going on Walmart app every day, so just keep that in mind. But I like to have everything there that I can see. Strategy games, Pokemon Go. Yes, I use Pokemon Go on my iPhone. Some apps are just exclusive to my iPhone. I don't use Pokemon Go on my Android devices. I don't know why. I just have that thing. I like playing Pokemon Go on my iPhone. And then Call of Duty I have, but I don't really use it too often on my iPhone. But I use it more on my Android devices. Weird, I know. Then we have Apple Musts right here. These are the Apple Must apps that I use quite frequently. App Store, from updating apps to downloading new apps. The Apple Watch, podcasts, Apple Podcasts, FaceTime I've been using a lot more frequently as of late, and Apple Notes. Apple Notes works really well, obviously, because I'm using iPad mini. I'm using my Apple Watch SE that I'm currently not really wearing on me, and I also do use it on my MacBook, so it does come in clutch too. Then right here we have 3 more apps. We have the feedback app. Let's first start off with that. That's because I am using iOS 16 beta, so I can provide feedback. So that's always good to have. Then the Apple Wallet, and I left that there since iOS 16. I am taking a look at the new features that they have There's the Apple Pay Now Later. There's, you can track your orders from Apple Wallet, and a bunch of other new additions coming to iOS 16 within the Apple Wallet app. And then I have this app called iSonas Pure Mobile. And this is really access for me to get into my office. So that's really it for my iPhone 13 Pro Max. I like to keep things fairly simple. So if you did enjoy, if you do have any recommendations, like I didn't change the app icons or whatnot, I am planning on that. I actually want to create my own app icons. So if you want to see something like that, let me know in the comments down below, like your opinions, questions, thoughts, whatever you have. Let me know in the comments down below. If you did, be sure to superman that like button, comment down below, and best of all, share this video because it really does help out the channel a lot. Got a bunch of really good content coming on the way, and best of all, it will help push my content out to more people. So that's really been it. See you guys in the next episode.